Hot girls are not buying overpriced coffee in 2026. It is currently December 29th, 2025, which is nuts. The new year starts in 2 days. I feel like this year went by so fast, but I'm kind of glad for a fresh start. 2025 was a year, to say the least. Tis the season for New Year's resolutions. I love New Year's resolutions. I personally think people should make monthly resolutions on how they can better themselves physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of the above. I think we should constantly be striving to better ourselves, but I love that people get to the end of the year and they're like, how can I be better this year? I think it's cute that we do it. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my ultimate hot girl guide to 2026. So if you're a hot girl, if you want to be a hot girl, or you just want some tips and tricks and ideas for how you can glow up and be a better person in 2026, I would keep watching because we're going to get into that right now. So I have my notebook here because I compiled my top 5 things that hot girls are doing in 2026, as well as what we are not doing in 2026. So let's jump right into it with what we are doing. So the first thing hot girls are doing in 2026, and I am saying this first because it is the most important thing that we are doing, is we are getting 8 hours of sleep every night. We are getting our beauty sleep. They call it beauty sleep for a reason, because you simply just can't be a hot girl if you have eye bags under your eyes because you were up until 3 a.m. the night before, death scrolling on Instagram or TikTok or Pinterest or whatever you were doing on your phone. You're not going to be cute in the morning. The next thing hot girls are going to be doing in 2026, and this is why I said you guys are going to need your beauty sleep, is because we are going to be learning new things and we are going to be gaining new hobbies. It's hot to be smart and it is hot to be busy. So go to that Pilates class that you've been thinking about going to forever, but you just never tried it. Try a new sport, learn a new language, read new books, research a crazy topic that kind of interests you, but you've never felt the need to research it. Do all these things. I feel like we have forgotten that the world is literally our oyster and we can do pretty much anything we want to do at any time, but still we just death scroll and just scroll on TikTok and Instagram and look at everybody else living their life and we're not doing anything. So in 2026 we are doing. The next thing hot girls are going to be doing in 2026, it's kind of 2 things, but I just put them together because I think they are pretty related, is we are going to be keeping our space clean. I don't want you to look around my room right now because I have to completely rearrange my room, but I think having a clean space, a clean bathroom, a clean house sets you up to have a clear mindset and to not be anxious throughout the day. When your room is clear and all your stuff is where it's supposed to be, you are able to think clearly. You won't be anxious about anything. At least that's what I've noticed. When my room's a mess, all I can think about is I need to put this shit away before I can even start to think about the things I need to do today. And then with that, I added in that we are saying no in 2026 because I feel like saying no and protecting our peace ties into protecting our space and keeping our space organized. I can't tell you how many times this year I have said yes and committed to things that I genuinely didn't want to commit to because I felt like I had to. I felt obligated to say yes to somebody. And if you already had plans or you don't want to show up for something, you can say no. In the long run, when I think about the things that I committed to, if I didn't commit and I didn't go, people would not have cared or been upset. So no is an answer. You don't have to give an explanation. If you don't want to do something, you don't have to do it something. You don't really owe anybody anything. So protect your space by organizing it and protect your peace by saying no. The last thing hot girls are going to be doing in 2026 is we are prioritizing whole foods. We are cracking down and cutting out the processed foods, the ultra processed foods, the sugary foods, the fast foods. We're done. We are done putting that crap into our body. Our body is a temple and we need to be treating it as such. We're only putting whole, clean foods into our body. We're cooking more at home this year. I just I could talk about this forever, and like I have such passion about the food industry and the crap that they put in our food and how it is so addicting and so hard to stop. But that's my goal for 2026. I think I've gotten a lot better at it in 2025. It's also just like a total bank drainer to go and get fast food all the time because it is not nutritious. In fact, it is killing you and it is killing your bank account. So I'm just gonna keep reminding myself of those things throughout the year. And with that, I think we should also be prioritizing skincare. But I say the whole foods first because I wholeheartedly believe that if you are not eating a good diet, it doesn't matter what you're putting on your skin. You can't, like, if your hormones are not balanced, if you are just eating sugar all the time, it's gonna show on your skin, even if you're using like the best products ever. So I think we should be prioritizing skincare, and we should be doing our skincare every morning and every night. But with that, I think we should be eating properly so we can fuel our body to do more hot girl things. Hey, hey. So now let's talk about the things hot girls are not gonna be doing in 2026. Because I feel like everybody's always making New Year's resolutions from the mindset of, oh, what do I need to start doing next year? Which is great, but I feel like it's equally as important to assess, like, what have I been doing this past year that I need to stop doing next year? Because I feel like it is so important to address our bad habits and try to put a stop to that before we even think about forming new good habits. Hot girls are not buying overpriced coffee in 2026. Good thing it's not 2026 just yet. No, but seriously, it needs to stop. It's my biggest kryptonite. I would actually probably off myself if Starbucks did like a Spotify Wrap type thing and they told me how much I spent on coffee this month. I have like a general idea, and that alone makes me sick when I think about it. I simply can't do it anymore. I know it's awful for me. It's draining my bank account, and I'm just gonna make my coffee and my tea at home. The next thing hot girls are not doing in 2026 is we are not spending time on social media. Turn off the phone, girl. Your parents were right. Your teachers were right. It is that damn phone. Half the time we're scrolling on social media, we're comparing our lives to other people's lives, we're comparing how we look to how other people look, and we are making ourselves anxious, we are stressing ourselves out, we are telling ourselves negative things that we simply just don't need to be telling ourselves. So it's my goal, and I feel like it should be everybody's goal. Like, everybody spends way too much time on their phone, way too much time scrolling. We just literally don't allow ourselves to be bored anymore, which is such like a lost art. I want to go frolic in the field. Like, I want to go play in the mud. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I want to go outside. I do want to touch some grass. I do. The coffee's running through me. The next thing hot girls are not doing in 2026 is we are not people pleasing, and we are not seeking external validation. I know some girls who are really good about this, and they are just authentically themselves, and they just don't care like who they are pleasing, who they are not pleasing. And I strive to be like you. However, I definitely have some people pleasing tendencies, and I worry so much about like not hurting somebody's feelings or like not making somebody angry. I just want to be more authentically me, you know? I feel like we place so much emphasis on what other people think of us, and so we're constantly seeking validation, whether it be like at work or at school or from our parents or from our partner. We want them to like see us and be proud of us and give us the validation that like we are doing good. And the truth is that we don't need that. And I don't necessarily think it's bad to want those things, and you should have people in your life that are giving you validation. Good, but if you are heavily relying on other people to validate you, that is toxic, and you need to find validation in yourself, and you need to be able to tell yourself like, hey, like, I'm doing good at this thing, like I'm doing great at work, or I'm doing good at school, even if nobody else is there to tell you that, because you need to be your biggest cheerleader. You, at the end of the day, you are the only person who has to live with you for your entire life. So you better love yourself, you better care about yourself, and you better give yourself the validation that you need. If you're giving yourself the validation that you need, eventually people will come around and give you that validation too. But the next thing we are not doing in 2026 is starving ourselves. Girls, we need to eat. Bottom line is, you can't be a hot girl if all you're eating is like a banana and a cookie and like a handful of walnuts and calling it a day, because that is not gonna fuel you through your hot girl activities. It's just not. This year we're gonna be eating, and we're gonna be eating. My neighbor's yard guy just showed up, which I think is a sign from the universe that I've been spending way too much time on this video and I need to wrap it up. So anyway, the last thing hot girls are not doing is, while we are not physically starving ourselves this year, we are also not putting too much on our plates, metaphorically. When we put too much on our plates, we get overwhelmed and we don't end up doing anything that's on our plate anyway. It's hard not to commit to a lot of things, like especially if you're an active person, if you have a lot of goals, like there's things you want to do, but I feel like it's important to narrow down like your top things for the year that you want to focus on and you want to do, so that you can be intentional about the time that you spend doing these things and you can actually make progress in these areas of your life. So there you have it, the ultimate hot girl guide for 2026. I hope this video gave you some ideas of what your New Year's resolution should be next year. I hope it inspired you to go down the journey of becoming a hot girl. If you are watching this video before 2026 has started, or even at the beginning of 2026, here are a few extra things that I think you should do to appreciate your 2025 as well as go into 2026 with a great mindset. Firstly, be grateful for the year that you had, even if it wasn't the best. Be grateful for the memories you made, the people that you met, the things that you did, the things that you saw. You are lucky to be alive. You are lucky to experience life as a human being. So be grateful. The trials and the tribulations and the bad things that happened to you this year were only meant to make you stronger in the long run. So be grateful for everything that ever happens to you. You should celebrate your successes and your wins from this year, even if they are small or big. Give yourself a pat on the back for getting through it, and, you know, be proud of what you did. For me, I'm proud to say that I got my associate's degree in biology this year. I am so proud of myself for starting this YouTube channel and trying to post consistently. It's something I wanted to do for a long time, and I'm glad that I just took the jump into doing it, and I've been having so much fun doing it. So I'm proud of that, and I am proud to say that I've been very consistent at the gym and trying to eat healthy this year. I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I've definitely made a lot of progress this year, that noticeable progress that I can really appreciate. And yeah, we all deserve a little pat on the back, so pat yourself on the back for the things that you did this year. And the last thing, this might be the most important thing, is make a vision board. Make a vision board, either physically, do it on Pinterest, draw it out, however you want to do it. Visualize what you want the year ahead to look like for you. I truly believe in the power of manifestation. I believe that your thoughts and what you put out there hold a lot of power, and you know, if you think about things negatively and you think like, oh, this year sucked, so next year's gonna suck, it probably will suck. But if you put it in the mindset of, this year wasn't exactly how I wanted, but I want next year to look like this and like this and like this, and you map out the things you want to happen to you, I think it is far more likely to happen to you. So make a vision board, write out all the things you want to happen to you next year, and just put complete faith in the world that good things will come to you. Anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all had a great 2025. I hope you have a safe and happy New Year's. And yeah, thank you to everyone who has watched one of my videos this year, liked, comment, subscribed, all that good stuff. I really appreciate you. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys next year. Bye!